Okay, I want to give my final summation on the productivity assignment that we had. And there was, lots of different things to look at and to do. Um, I want to first give my report on inbox zero. That was something that I really love the idea of, and it took me a little while to clean everything out. I have a couple accounts, I have a work account, personal account, and took me a little while to organize stuff and just to delete a ton of emails. But in the end, it felt really good. So that that's been, geez, pretty much a month ago since I started that. And what I found is that I'll really try to live up to the if I can answer it in 2 minutes, then I do. If not, I kind of hold on to it for a little bit until I can get done with it. And what I found is that by the end of the week at the weekly review, that's been a really good time for me to totally get back to zero. Um, so I really liked Inbox Zero. That's something I definitely want to keep doing. Next, we'll talk about 43 folders. I mentioned in my last entry how I really like that. I'm going to continue to do it. I think it's a fantastic way to get things done. In the past, what would happen to me is I write lists every day, and I would write down these are all the things I need to get done. The problem was sometimes those lists would continue to increase and increase and get really, really big, and then they almost get kind of overwhelming. But by putting it in each day of the month and then just moving things where they're going to be more suitable and fit better, it's been so refreshing to me. And I just, at the end of the day, I go through, see what needs to be moved, and then I move those items. And then when I get up in the morning and I look at my list, pretty easy to just go through it and say, okay, these are the things I got to get done. Here's the order I'm going to do it, and then I just go forward and get everything done that way. So that's been really nice. The hipster PDA, I really like having note paper with me. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do the little note cards and have it have a little fastener on it. That one's going to take me a little bit to play with, but I love having the note paper with me. It's been way more effective than just like taking notes on like Evernote or a digital program like that. Sometimes you just got to write it down, and I know for myself that when I write things down, I'm going to remember them better anyhow. So I might look at getting like a little notepad to carry around as well. Still trying to figure that one out, but I love the idea with it. Some other things, I read a lot more items on productivity because of this assignment. Some of the other things that I kind of came to the realization of is that I needed to set certain times to do um, email, not be checking it throughout the whole day, but just I kind of go through my get stuff done list. Then I'll check email, answer what I can, and then just not look at it until maybe lunchtime. Look at it again, and then maybe one more time before I'm done with the day. So you know that's been good. I've also been trying to do things in batches. Um, that's been really helpful. So if I have like items, I try to knock them all out at the same time rather than just feel like I'm doing 100 little things that don't amount to anything. And then one kind of a personal thing for me, um, I get really bugged. Like if I'm at dinner and like my kids have their phone out, or I'm in a social setting and people have their phone out. So I'm gonna instill a rule. This is one of the things I read about was just putting your phone on airplane mode. And so I'm gonna instill a rule that when we're having dinner or we've got guests over or we're just all together, that we're together and we're not on our devices. I think that'll be good as well. So I've really enjoyed this assignment. It's been great for me. I've learned a lot from it, and these are things that I like. I like the idea of productivity, and so this was right up my wheelhouse. And I'm very appreciative of the materials that were given to me to help me get a little better at being more productive. So thanks for that.